I'm here with Randy Awrey, head coach of the Cougar football team. Today, looking back at a 42-21 win over Maranatha Baptist. And Randy, that was simply put, just a lot of things came together in that game, and a nice, solid, you could almost say workmanlike quality to that win.
Yeah, we're very happy with the results. Obviously, anytime you win a football game, it's a great day, and I thought our guys played very well. We were very impressed with our offensive line. We thought they really did a nice job keeping people off our quarterback. Rob Granquist had a great day. He was 21 of 27 passes with no interceptions. We were able to play all three of our quarterbacks. We were able to get everybody in the ball game. So it was just a great Saturday afternoon for everybody that was out there. The weather was beautiful. The Cougars were hitting on all cylinders. We were able to do a lot of good things, get a lot of guys reps, and get ready now for our conference. The first three games were all non-conference games, and this Saturday coming up, we play Mequon at home and open up our conference schedule.
All right, and Randy, let's talk about a couple different components. First of all, the offense, Rob Granquist bounced back from a rough game at Kalamazoo and threw the ball very well this game. Several receivers, Rashad Lofton again, Ryan Allison. One guy I think deserves mention that we haven't really talked about this season, Gideon Coble.
Sure.
He came in, got some good reps out there, wound up scoring his first touchdown.
Yeah.
Nice group play by quarterback and receivers.
Well, I think Rob's getting a good grasp of the offense. We got to remember he's a true freshman. I mean, a year ago he's playing high school football. Now he's at the college level. And last week, was a road game for him, his first start. He had 2 weeks to think about going in and starting. So I think that was a tough situation to put a young man in. He bounced back and learned from some of the mistakes that he made and really had, I thought, a great week of practice. Came out, did his job, did what he was supposed to do. And, that's one thing about a young quarterback is not try to do too much. And then his receiving core, like you said, they did a great job. They had a lot of they ran great routes. We had a lot of guys open. He was able to see it and hit him when he needed to be. Like I said, he was 21 of 27. That's a pretty good day. And played only about 3/4, not even, of the game. And then our running game, we started getting some things going with some of our running backs. We had to do a little bit of running back by committee this week because we still have a few guys that were hurt that were starting earlier in the year. And I think really our offensive line is starting to gel. Again, we're dealing with 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 1 junior on that group. So it makes it nice to see them starting to gel and come together.
All right, turning to the defense, a solid game. I thought your front 7 played especially well. One thing I was impressed about was 4 takeaways by the defense. It may be an overlooked factor in this win by some, but you actually won the turnover battle 4-0.
Right. Well, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, the game of turnovers is a real big, in a coaching world, every time you get a turnover, you can think of it as 5 points. So if you give one away, that's like giving them 5 points. If you get one, it's like getting 5 points. And if you think about it, we had 4 turnovers. 4 times 5 is 20, and we won by 21. So it pretty much fits when you look at that as kind of a goal, and it's always been our goal to get the ball back to our offense as many times as we can and offensively hang on to the ball. So that's definitely something that we work on. We do it in practice. We work on breaking on the ball, whether it be a pass and trying to get underneath it and get the pick, or if it's a ball carrier running with the ball, us trying to break it loose from them, and we did a couple of those too Saturday. So overall, we're very pleased with that statistic because we always want to win the turnover ratio, and it does give our chance for our offense to score.
All right, and let's talk about special teams for a moment. Rashad Lofton with a punt return of 88 yards for the Cougars' first touchdown, and that is a new school record by, I think it was 12 yards. Ryan Allison with another big kickoff return. I believe that went for 78 yards. and those couple guys on special teams just keep exciting the fans every week.
Sure, and they're both very, very quality athletes. They play wide receiver also. They're playing other positions on the special teams. Right now at this point, and we want to keep it going, I think we're third in the country in punt returns. So our punt returning game and the people involved, because it's not just Rashad Lofton. I think, part of the game is we got both Rashad and Ryan Ellison back there. So which guy do you kick to, whether it be the kickoffs or the punts? And eventually what ends up happening, and this happened Saturday, Maranatha just kept kicking the ball out of bounds because they didn't want to kick it to those guys. And I understand they're great returners, and the supporting cast, because that's two, there's 9 other guys that are throwing blocks for them that did a fantastic job Saturday, both on the kickoff return and on the punt return, to create the lane that allowed these guys to go where they did.
All right, and finally, Concordia, Wisconsin, this Saturday, the big homecoming game. Probably throw a huge bunch of superlatives at this weekend, this event, but it is going to be the first conference game for the Cougars. What are some of the things to look for in this one?
Well, it's going to be a great game. I mean, we're talking conference rivals, we're talking homecoming, we're talking all kinds of things. The best thing that we're excited about is the fact that it's at home. We love playing at home. It's a great atmosphere, and this one's going to be a really great atmosphere. Going to be a lot of people there. It's supposed to be a nice day. We're going to play some great football against a great team. So we're looking for a heck of a battle. I mean, obviously, they're a good football team, and their record doesn't show where they're really at as far as a team. They're much better than their record. They played some great opponents. So they're going to come in hungry. They're going to come in and want to give us our best, their best shot. So we're going to have to get to work this week, and they do a very nice job throwing the ball and running, so they mix it up very well. Defense, I think, is a very good defense that gets after our quarterback. So we're going to have to protect them and just go out there and play sound, solid football. And, our special teams have done a great job this year. If we can keep doing that, that gets us good field position and a chance to get in that red zone where our offense can score.
All right, Randy, I'd like to thank you for your time this afternoon. Congratulations on an exciting win the other day, and best of luck this week in practice, and especially on Saturday. Let's go make it a great homecoming weekend for all Cougar fans.
Thanks, Jim.